Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we're going to do some work with the rain barrels. And this rain barrel, if you look at the video that I'll just let run up here in the corner, is when I first came down here and I bought all this property and there wasn't any power, there wasn't any water, and I used this rain barrel. So this rain barrel's been laying around for, I don't know, maybe 8 years or so. But we're going to modify this to do something that's really cool. And I hope that you watch through the whole video to take a look. Let's start with, we've got the inlet pipe coming from the downspout. And it could be solid pipe, you know, PVC or corrugated, it's fine. But this is coming from the downspout. Goes into our container, comes down, and I use the sink strainer. Take a look at the end of the video to see how I put that together. You know, this has been on here for 8 years. It's just like your kitchen sink, and it works great. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take it apart, and I'll bring the camera over here to give you a much closer view of what we're going to do here. Okay, like I said, this video is available at the end of this video. Take a look, I hope you watch that. But what we did was we put a sink strainer on here years ago, and it's really solid. But what we want to do is we want to go ahead and configure this to get out to the nozzle, to the garden spigot. Of course, you've probably seen this many times on many other videos, but let's just go through it really quick. So this is the tailpiece from the strainer of the sink. And there's a couple things here that you need. There's a washer that goes inside of it, and you're gonna need the nut to screw it on there and hold it tight. And then it becomes watertight. There's no leaks here. Remember, there's 100 ways that you could make this connection, but we're just gonna make one real simple one here. Let me tighten this guy up. It's been sitting around for a long time. From here, this is a much thinner, it's 1.5 inches, but it's much thinner than Schedule 40. So we need to adapt to Schedule 40, okay? So these adapters are available, they're like 80 cents or something like that. But we also need to put a nut and a washer to make sure that it stays watertight. And we've got a threaded nut here, a threaded piece here. We'll screw that on, tighten it up. Real simple stuff, the rain barrels. I love them. I think they're really cool. And we've got problems with some rain barrels. I showed you that video not too long ago, but this one's not going to have that problem. So take a look here. Okay, this is 1.5 inches to 3/4 inch bushing. And what we want to do is we want to put it into this coupling. We're going to glue that tight. This is an all-in-one cement, and it's got the primer built into it, so it should work really good. Push it in as far as it'll go. Just hold it for a second because it does try to work its way out. Perfect. Then I cut a small piece of 3/4 inch PVC. We're going to glue that in. Start with this one. Push it in and hold it. Perfect. Okay. Couple more fittings. Like I said, there's got to be 100 ways that you could do this, but this is 3/4 inch, and it's got the male threaded end at the other end that will accept our faucet, so we can put it in there. We need to glue that piece on. Good amount of glue, push and hold, and we're ready to go. Okay, don't forget your Teflon tape. We're going to go ahead and start wrapping that on here, and we just want to go around just a couple times. That's going to really make this watertight. Perfect. Whoops, sticky. Now we can put our faucet on. We just want to start it in there nice and make sure the threads don't get crossed. And just tighten that up. You may need a wrench, but I'm just going to use it hand tight, see what it does. Nice. Okay, that's our basic configuration of how we're going to get water out. We open the spigot, and of course water's going to come out. But what we're going to do is we're going to hook this up to our pressure washer, and now you've got a mobile pressure washing unit. Let's take a look. Okay, so remember, you've got water coming from the downspout, comes down, fills it up, and this is our discharge. Don't forget, I didn't show you that, but always have an overflow. This pipe would go down to your downspout drain and be carried away. But yeah, take a look. Let's go ahead and open it up. I just filled it up, so. Nice little flow of water. Now we're going to hook up the pressure washer. One of the problems with the rain barrel and gravity is, you can take a look. We'll turn this on. And I mean, this is wide open. And you can see it's got, you know, some pressure. You could probably get a little spray, not even quite. You can get a little spray out of it, but it's not much, right? One reason is we've reduced it down to 3/4. That's a big reason. But what if we put a sump pump inside the container? What if we put a pump in there? What can we do with that? Let's take a look. I'm gonna shut this off. So here is a 12-volt pump, and we've got a battery. You can see our wire coming off. We've got the hose hooked up on it on the other side. But how much pressure do you think we'll get out of this? This is supposed to pump, I think, 20 gallons a minute, which is a pretty good amount. It's going to come out of this hose right here. Let's put this down into the rain barrel. Sink it down to the bottom. And let's go ahead, hook up the wire. Of course, we would put a switch on this and all those things, but this is just for demonstration. As soon as I kick this on, look at the difference. Look at that. That's a 12-volt pump. Look at the difference. Can you see that? That's just with a 12-volt pump. And yeah, it's pumping it out of there pretty quick. So if you added a pump with a float to shut it off when it runs down, you could really do quite a bit more, right? Well, let's hook up the pressure washer now and see what it can do. So this is just an electric pressure washer I found on the side of the road, and I don't even know if it works, but I guess we could find out real quick. Got it plugged in. Oh yeah. So let's hook up that garden hose to our rain barrel and see if it'll have any pressure to actually work. Okay, I hooked up the garden hose. Let's go ahead and open up the valve. Remember how much pressure came out of this? Hardly any. So we're filling up this garden hose. It's running around and over to the pressure washer. Okay, let's kick it on. One of the projects that I did many years ago with the kids, we did a Go Green car wash, and I had the whole class come out and make their own rain barrels, and then we went over and we did a car wash using this exact same system. You know, I would really encourage you guys to go green and teach your kids to do the same. So what was the point of doing all this? Well, we're going to do a video out on the beach, and what we're going to do is we're going to use the pressure washer and the mini jetter to actually clean a 10-foot section of pipe that is just packed full of sand from one end to the other, 10 feet of solid sand, and we're going to see how well that pressure washer actually works. So stay tuned for that video as well. Yeah, I had to change my shirt because it gets so hot out here, but you know, we just made the pressure washer work off of a rain barrel, and the electric pressure washer works really good. Remember, we're going to take this whole barrel out to the beach and do an experiment out there to use the jetter. If you just watched that video, and we're going to pack a 10-foot section of PVC pipe and corrugated with sand and see if the mini jetter can actually clean that, or do we need to run the 1065, the drain cleaning machine. Remember, we also put the pump in here too. There's just so much that you can do with these rain barrels, and I love to make these videos. I just don't always have time. But stay tuned and be sure to watch at the end of the video where I put all this together. Remember, this barrel is about 8 years old and it still works great. It works really good. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something and guarantee you can do it. Have a great day. Let's go ahead and show you how easy it is to make a rain barrel. So, I didn't tell you about the tools, but the only tool that you really need is an X-Acto knife. And I like to use a 4-inch hole saw for the lid to bring in the downspout, you know, from your gutters and your downspout, bring that in. Anyways, go ahead and unscrew your sink drop, because you need this piece to make the inside measurement. And basically use your pencil, pen, make your circle. Then I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm basically just going to cut this circle out right here. So basically, you know, once we've got the hole cut, we're going to put this on the inside. You can see it fits right in place. Like I said, you need something that compresses, so we're going to screw it together. I'm just showing you the outside. It actually goes the other way. So let's go ahead and open it up. So put your washers on there. Go ahead and slide it through your compression fitting. Just get it started on there, start spinning it. Now we're just going to tighten that up. We may need to use a wrench, but I'll bet you it's watertight. Oh yeah. So again, you can see how quick and easy that was. Now we take this piece off. This will be just like underneath of your sink. And basically, the sink would sit this way. You drop. You've got an O-ring that goes on it, and again a compression fitting to hold it all in place. Comes on. Screw it on. There won't be any leaks. Nice and tight. So there you have it. That's a quick and easy rain barrel. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. You can see the strainer, and the water is going to just flow right through there. Just beautiful. So again, you can adapt to whatever you want. You can cut this shorter, you can do whatever you want. We're going to put a PVC fitting on here, right here. This is $1.59. And it'll change to schedule 40, so we can make a 90, drop down, and we're going to put a shower head on it from our spot up above.